So hello and welcome back, fellow stamp collectors. This is Glenn, and in today's video we're looking at provisional government stamps from Samoa. So these would have been used in both sides of Samoa as we know it today, so the independent Kingdom of Samoa and also the American Samoa side. But most likely at the time period these would have been issued just in the major towns. In the smaller towns, they probably wouldn't have used that. Probably even wouldn't have used currency. And the reason why it's provisional government is because these ones are 1899, and that is the time when the government of Samoa was taken over by the Germans and the Americans. So that's why we've got the division today. And that's after a prolonged civil war, pretty much funded by the Germans, Americans, and the British. Now, the reason why the British never got Western Samoa and the Germans did is because the Germans and British made a deal. The British would take Tonga, the Germans would renounce any claim to Tonga, and in return the Germans got Samoa. And, as well as the Solomon Islands, they renounced that as well. So that's basically why the Germans had gotten Western Samoa. You can see these stamps are in UK currency. So we've got a half penny, 1 penny, 2 penny, 4 pence. And the reason why they're in UK currency is because at the time, the Samoan authorities would have allowed all the colonial powers to issue their own stamps for Samoa. But at this time, only the British decided to do that. And after this period, the Germans took over the issuance of stamps in Western Samoa, or western part of Samoa, and the Americans took over issuance in the eastern part of Samoa. So these are all just coconut stamps. And as you can see, they have coconut palms. And they're all the same design, they're just different colour. And the overprint is also different colour, so the overprint got red, blue, red, red. And then we got also like a red colour, another blue, blue. And here's a different stamp from a different series. And Samoa Post. So here we have the flag of Samoa. And this is a 5 pence coin. Not coin, stamp. So we have the values half penny, 1 penny, 2 penny, 4 pence, 6 pence, shilling, and 2.5 shillings. So that's half a crown. And they're quite nice. Now the watermark, if you want to look, it should have NZ and a star. So that is the actual watermark. Now someone told me off for touching my stamps like this. Oh, I touched the stamp. Oh my god, that's blasphemy. Now I'm not too concerned about that. So the value of these stamps in this condition is about 20 American dollars, or roughly about 28 Australian dollars. So 20 American dollars in this condition. But you're less likely to get these stamps in used condition. So obviously a lot of them were left over and they were just sold off to stamp collectors at the time period or even later. So 4 stamps that have been used, so for the lot, but I am missing the half penny, which is a blue-green. But if you get all these stamps together, in use condition, you're probably talking about 120 American dollars, or thereabouts. So these are more valuable in use condition, as well as this stamp here, which is a reprint of an 1894 stamp. In use condition, you're probably talking about $12. In this condition, about $3.50. So those are retail prices. If you want to sell them to a stamp collector, you're going to have to accept the lower price. And the most expensive stamp of this lot is obviously the highest denomination, so the 2 and 6p. And because it's sort of an error, it's been cut unevenly. So you've got the top part of the bottom stamp. This has been cut off at the top. And in this condition, you talk about $7. In used condition, $30. So that is a nice stamp to get. Actually quite nice. And also, they should not be too hard to get. So this stamp without the overprint, you're probably talking about $3.50 for a used one, about $4 to $5 for an unused one. So this is, and these ones also without the surcharge are worth more if they have been used as well. So that is the Samoan stamps from 1899, and they should be relatively easy to get. There's probably only a few 100,000 of them printed, but that's enough at the time to satisfy the stamp that was needed for postage. Thank you very much and have an awesome stamp collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.